This is the WLtoys Storm Off-Road RC car. This thing is a ton of fun. So this has advertised speeds of 50 kilometers per hour, which is about 30 miles an hour. I don't actually have any way to verify this, but I will say it does go crazy fast. Probably my favorite thing about this car is not necessarily how fast it goes, but how well it does off-road. So not only does it go really fast, but this can go over anything off-road. It can go over mounds, it can go on dirt, grass, gravel. It has great control, it can peel out, and this is nearly indestructible. I've flipped this thing tons of times, and I mean, you can see some of the areas where it's got scratches, but for the most part, this is in great shape. Out of the box, it comes with the manual, it comes with a high quality remote control, it comes with a USB charging cable, and some tools. So this car itself, it has a really great suspension system. The suspension helps with making a more steady drive. You can see here that the wheels spin with an axle, and the battery is easy to charge with the USB charger, and it's easy to remove if you need to. One thing I really like about this is on the remote control itself, you can actually make trim adjustments for the turning, and you can also adjust the speed. This back wheel is also really nice. When the car rolls, it helps protect it, but this can also be used as a spare wheel. It has a tool. If you need to take this off, you can. So I want to go over some of the features of this car and why I love this so much. We will start out with speed. If you are just going in a straight line on asphalt, you can probably hit the top speeds of this, which is about 30 miles an hour. I also really love the off-road capabilities of this. You can take this over mounds, you can take it on jumps, you can take it in the dirt, on gravel, in the grass, anywhere you want. This will go over curbs and anything like that. Another thing that has really impressed me with this car is how indestructible this is. Because of the high speeds you can get with this thing, it's really easy to flip and roll this when you make a sharp turn. Despite me having rolled this thing tons of times, it really doesn't have too much damage. There's a couple parts here and here that are scratched up, but everything else, it just gets on the wheels. So I flipped this a ton of times, and it's really designed in such a way that it doesn't get damage to it, which is really impressive. Not only that, most of the time that this thing rolls, it flips back over onto itself and you can just keep going, which is really nice. Another cool thing about this is because it is four-wheel drive, it handles really well. You can make nice sharp turns, you can go in circles, you can do basically whatever you want. The remote control has really fine adjustments, so you can really control this very well. So a couple of other observations I've had with this, when the battery gets low, it doesn't just slow down gradually like I've seen with other cars, but it actually gets to a point where it just stops going. So that's something to be aware of. I really do like how the remote control has a trim adjustment for the overall speed of this. I find that's really nice. When I drive this around in the neighborhood, I have a lot of kids who want to do it, and I'm pretty hesitant because this is kind of a more expensive RC, but I can just get the knob, turn it down so it goes a bit slow, and then I feel a lot more comfortable having kids or younger people play with this because it's not going quite as fast. And like I mentioned before, I'm really impressed with how well this does when it rolls over with not becoming damaged or not getting scraped up too much. It's really nice knowing that I can basically do whatever I want with this and it's not going to get damaged. And I just really love the fact that this is off-road. You can play with it anywhere. You can take this through puddles, you can take it through mud if you want. It's just a ton of fun.